Hello everybody, my name is Penny Anak Jonino, and today I'm going to present about how we can manage the conflicts between individuals or groups in any situations of projects, either small, medium or complex projects, so that we can achieve the project's goals. Now, let me begin by explaining about the defined conflicts in the context of project management. Conflicts. We can define it as difference in opinion or some kind of disagreements between two or more parties. That's why conflicts arise only when number of people will be working together. Conflicts need to be resolved effectively. It is not only important to resolve the conflict, but also is equally important to ensure that the parties involved in conflicts do not unnecessarily end up being in any kind of emotional stress during the resolutions process of the conflicts. Striking a balance between resolving the conflicts to find the decisions and maintaining the emotional well-being of people involved will be critical to successful conflict management. There are two views on conflicts, or the so-called differences in opinion between people. Firstly, the traditional view says conflicts are bad and should be totally discouraged. And secondly, the new modern view says conflicts can be constructive and good, and different ways of thinking should be encouraged to get multiple ideas and solutions to problems in hand. Based on a project that you are handling or any project, describe conflicts, causes of conflicts, and best technique to manage conflicts. Here is some scenarios of conflicts in project handling. Shirley and Abdul both work for a software development company. The manager of the new product division was originally the leader of the project team, for which she interviewed and hired Abdul. Shirley, another project team member, also interviewed Abdul, but strongly opposed hiring him for the project because she thought he was not competent to do the job. 7 months after Abdul was hired, the manager left the project to start her own company and recommended that Abdul and Shirley serve as joint project leaders. Shirley agreed reluctantly, with the stipulation that it be made clear she was not working for Abdul. The general manager consented. Shirley and Abdul were to share the project leadership. Within a month, Shirley was angry because Abdul was representing himself to another as the leader of the entire project and giving the impressions that Shirley was working for him. Shirley says, right after the joint leadership arrangement was reached with the general manager, Abdul called a meeting of the project team without even consulting me about the time or content. He just told me when it was being held and said I should be there. At the meeting, Abdul reviewed everyone's duties line by line, including mine, treating me as just another team member working for him. He sends out letters and signs himself as project director, which obviously implies to others that I am working for him. After that, Abdul says Shirley is all hung up with feelings of power and titles. Just because I sign myself as project director doesn't mean she is working for me. I don't see anything to get excited about. What difference does it make? She is too sensitive about everything. I call a meeting and right away she thinks I'm trying to run everything. Shirley has other things to do, other projects to run, so she doesn't pay too much attention to this one. She mostly lets things slide, but when I take the initiative to set up a meeting, she starts jumping up and down about how I am trying to make her work for me. So now, based on the scenarios between Shirley and Abdul, we can describe the conflicts. Okay, for Shirley, Shirley feels that Abdul is incompetent at the position. In addition, she thinks that Abdul was representing himself as the leader of the projects and gave the impression that Shirley was working under him, which hurt Shirley. Besides, where both of them were the joint project leader, Abdul treats Shirley as a team member like others. Signed as a director in the letter by Abdul also shocked Shirley. As a result, all of this hit Shirley's self-esteem. As for Abdul, Abdul believes Shirley is too sensitive. Abdul says that as Shirley has many projects, so he handles this one without disturbing her much. Alright, the solution for these kinds of conflicts is confronting. Firstly, both of them should have a talk to remove the misunderstanding among them. They can discuss in a company meeting with their bosses. Besides, they can express their views to each other in a formal or informal meeting. In this method, people involved in the conflict or having a difference in opinion, they come forward to discuss the problem at hand with a very open mind. They focus on resolving the conflict and finding the best alternative or solution for the team. They discuss by rising above personal emotions with the soul's intention to finding what is best for the team. This leads to a win-win kind of an outcome. Here, everyone collaborates. Communication. Secondly, they can distribute their responsibility and duty, also their authorization through communication. Clear and accurate communication is essential to making parties feel heard. It also helps to ensure all parties know exactly what is expected going forward. Listen without interrupting and ask thoughtful, open-ended questions to better understanding the other person's point of view. Make eye contact when you're speaking. Be clear and concise when writing or speaking. Be aware of your body language and pay attention to the body language of others. You may even want to consider asking a trusted colleague for honest feedback to find out if there are any areas you could improve your communication habits. Compromising. Thirdly, the timings for meetings in the project should make more elaborate. It should be known to all easily. Finally, Shirley is already having many projects. Therefore, she can compromise with Abdul and can give him some power authorization, which helps her to focus on other projects. Sometimes, for certain conflicts, there will be a need for the involved parties to think of a middle path wherein both parties decide to give up something and identify a resolution. These kinds of solution will be temporary for that moment and are not long-lasting solution. This leads to loss-loss kind of an outcome, as both parties may feel they have lost something. I sincerely appreciate that I've had this opportunity to present to you all. So I'll finish up by saying thank you for your attention.